Hi, I'm Daisy,
Hi, I'm David.
and we're the MSA Crusaders. Hey, MSA Crusader listeners. We're here with another episode, and David is back from his cruise and joining me today. David,
Woo! I lucked out and did not get a sunburn.
how's having so much fun with us?
It's enjoyable as I don't really want to talk to anybody ever. So
Especially me, right?
being in the middle of the ocean, almost by ourselves, not having any cares in the world is very awesome. I enjoy it very much.
Yeah, probably you enjoyed not talking to me.
Oh, kind of. No, but seriously, um, this ship was so big. It was the Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, brand new ship this year.
I
I
saw
think
your pictures on Facebook. Man, it's really big.
it is. It's 250,000 gross tons. But let me tell you, I don't think we felt the ship move one time. And that's including sailing from Miami through a tropical storm on the way down to Honduras.
Wow.
So I was worried that, as a progressive MSA, it would be harder to walk on the ship because we spoke about that before. And I did not notice one time the ship moved at all during the whole trip.
Wow, it looked like it just tipped over as big as it was.
Yeah, it's a big one. Let me tell you, it's gigantic. So just my tip for anyone in the MSA that wants to cruise or Parkinson's and stuff like that, the bigger the ship, the better.
And remind me, was it this ship that you said it had a lot of handicap accessible, accessible things?
Yeah, they generally have quite a few. Most ADA rooms aren't used on a cruise ship. They're actually go to a standard people that aren't disabled. But this one has, yeah, the Royal Caribbean Oasis class. This is actually the Icon class. It's the next biggest ones. It has so many ADA rooms. It's not even funny. So yeah, we saw a bunch of. They gave you wheelchairs you could rent on there, and they park them outside the room in certain areas. So we knew where the rooms are because you can see the wheelchairs and things like that out there. So they do very well. The walking and thresholds, and you don't have to climb anything. The elevators are easy to get in and get out. So, even getting to your dining room table for dinner is fairly easy. And especially if they know you're disabled, they'll give you a table that's even closer and more wide open. So they do very well.
Wow, that's really cool. Something I wanted to add to my bucket list.
Yeah, it's worth it. To me, it's worth it. It's great. Great times.
I've always wanted to go on a cruise.
Yeah,
I always wanted to go to Hawaii.
me too. That flight out there is pretty long though. It was like 10, 11 hours or something.
Yeah, it's not too short. I know that.
Yeah, for 10, 11 hours, I'd rather go to Europe. I mean, how much fun can you have in Hawaii? I'm just saying, it's got volcano, it's little islands, and pineapples and hula hoop. People doing the hula, the
All
luau's.
inclusive drinking.
It's freaky. I'd rather go somewhere else for 10 to 12 hour flight, in my opinion. And I'm
Oh,
not.
maybe Fiji.
What?
Maybe Fiji.
Yeah,
I'd like to go there.
there you go. See, that's really far.
Sleep in those huts on the ocean.
Yeah, like cabanas or whatever.
Yeah,
Just don't look down for the sharks. That's all I'm saying.
that's
All
right.
right.
We're going to talk about MSA has our schedule or schedules with MSA today, aren't we?
Yeah, we have very not different MSAs. I mean, we're very on different schedules with our MSA how it's progressing, but what's the average like week or average? Yeah, I'm not gonna say day, but what's the average week for somebody who has MSA as far as schedules with doctors and therapists and things like that? A lot of people don't realize how much effort and time and trips we take to do things.
Yeah, we don't just sit around twiddling our thumbs and eating Rolos.
I don't think we can twiddle our thumbs. I'm trying to do it right now. It's not very good.
Not
So
very easy.
I
You gotta be really coordinated for that.
can go backwards a lot faster, but yeah, that's we're
I,
home.
I can go backwards in the pool faster.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Yeah, speaking about that, we went snorkeling, and
Oh yeah, how did that work out?
I I originally took an inflatable life vest because you have to have one to get on there, and it was so the vest was so rounded, the best I can describe it. So it was so circular. I was like a bobber for fishing. I was struggling. Safety guy grabbed me. My oldest daughter grabbed me. I said, I got to change like this to the standard like this we all know about. Um, but once I got the standard like this, I was perfectly fine. Um, but yeah, so if it was any other time without MSA, I don't need it like this, or I could take any of the little ones, the minimal ones they have. And yeah, I thought I was going to drown. Um,
You're able to use the flippers?
yeah. Using flippers is very broad movement, so that was easy. It's easier for flippers than it is to walk.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're on a catamaran, so I didn't really move. So catamarans are like double hull. They can be three hulls as well. So you get two hulls cutting through the water, and because of that, it doesn't really move with the ocean with the waves. It moves very little. So again, if you have MSA, like you might think going on a small boat is going to hurt you and you're going to fall. And while that might be true, like my other videos I've had, you can actually still do these things like getting on a catamaran that's double holed, cuts through the water so easy, you can actually walk around. I mean, it's depending on how progressed you are, it is pretty easy.
You saying that reminded me, James in our MSA Crusaders group, he mentioned that pools are not MSA friends.
No, oh no, pools are so slippery, and the stairs and stuff. I stay away from a lot of pools because they paint the bottom of pools usually in the stairs, and that paint is very slippery.
I don't go on the stairs in the pool. I use the chairlift now.
Yeah, yeah. But that's smart though. Even if you could, I was in New Orleans before, and the pool steps were it's like they put latex paint on the pool
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be gritty and like sandpaper, and this was so slippery. I about killed myself like 10 times trying to get in and out. So yeah,
I want to apologize to you and to our listeners. They're having a difficult time understanding me today because I'm having a difficult time understanding myself.
me too. Well, I'll just translate for everybody. So when I don't understand what you're saying, I'll just make something up. Like yes, Daisy, I do have a nice haircut. It is pretty. It's a little mini mohawk. It is nice, right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, David.
I,
I know that the day I to see you, you're like, well, I'll get my hair colored.
yeah, I am hiding my grays just because I can't. I don't like
I
nose
gave up.
hair. I don't like nose hair, and I don't like gray hairs. So that's my two pet peeves of life.
I gave up on it. Gray hair. I'm gonna get gray hair before I go. Let me get them.
Yeah,
But
they said it makes a man sexy, and I can't see it. I just don't. I don't like salt. I don't like salt and pepper. I don't like seasoning, so I don't like salt and pepper. I don't like black and white hair.
it's kind of like Sarah and I talked last week though about MSA. It was week before last. MSA might not be what takes us out. A plane could go through our living room, you know, things
Yeah.
like that. You don't know. But what kind of schedule do you have, David?
Well, mine is now getting busy, so I went from mostly traveling out of state in long distances for diagnostic testing and specialists to now where, with all due respect, the health is failing more quickly, especially in the pulmonology and in the ENT part of my body, to where now I have multiple sessions of therapies per week, and I'm fitting in specialists all week long too. So um,
So you are having speech therapy?
yeah, I just started speech therapy this week,
How many times have
um,
you had it?
just the once, but she started me on it's a special program, 5 weeks, 2 times a week. It has to be five back-to-back weeks, and it's a very interesting program. I can't remember the title of it, but it has something to do with. Oh, it's called it's on my screen. Lucky me. It's called the Parkinson Voice Project.
Really?
It's a very intensive regimen to help with the speech.
And how many times a week are you doing this?
So that program is twice a week for 5 straight weeks. You can't have no interruptions. You can't miss. Um, it's to build up the vocal cords and stuff like that. And
What was
it's
it called again?
Parkinson's Voice Project. PVP.
Sounds interesting.
And it's a program covered by insurance. It's kind of like an inpatient outpatient type of therapy session. Very it's a tough regimen of activities and things you have to do, but she knows. We'll have to talk about my test results and stuff, but big difference in losing my voice and vocal cord, and she says basically that um, the way to talk better with MSA is you have to compensate. So instead of trying to speak more clearly at the same monotone, you want to actually kind of yell. You want to speak much louder. And when you do that, you use more muscles, which will make up and take the place of when you speak softer. So that's kind
I
of what.
know when I yell at my husband, I speak a lot louder.
Yeah, yeah, and probably more clear too. More clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is kind of to get that going. But yeah, this week I've also started my physical therapy and my occupational, which is very nice. There's not much they can do for occupational. I'm just trying to work with my hands because that's what I value more right now. Um, and also the physical therapy is my second appointment already. And when they do the initial testing of you and they close your eyes and walk the dotted line and stuff, I understood that like they did some tests that I really found out what I can't do. Um, and this, yeah, and this woman was my size, probably my weight, um, and she was able to hold on to me and keep me upright and stuff. Like there's a big difference. I found a place I never thought of, in another hospital, another institution called Powers Health that's right next to us. And I always thought that they were kind of like number two, number three, like they weren't the best, but when I go to their therapy offices in the hospital, first of all, in the hospital, which is nice, they have everything to help, like the cranes. I mean, they have everything to help you keep you from falling, all the tools, and so much better that I went to this place, and it's covered through insurance and all that. So um, I really feel optimistic about how they're going to be able to, not cure me, obviously, but definitely help me prolong my voice and physicality and stuff like that.
Can you text me that Parkinson project? I've tried to fit my phone like 10 times and I'm messing up my keys.
Yeah, so actually, it's yeah, I'll forward you the email. Just don't click on the link because it's special for me. But it's parkinsonsvoiceproject.org. It's actually the website.
I can't. I can't write.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
I'll get to you.
This is the I'm talking about. While you've been gone, I progressed.
How so?
My speech is not as good. My writing, I cannot write at all, and I mentally it makes you go, I'm a lot slower than I was.
Yeah, I could have told you that, Daisy.
I have more bradykinesia than I did.
Yeah, that's tough. Bradykinesia is not fun.
No, mine.
And that's tough too because you mentioned the mental part of it, and the I told all my therapists, I said, we got to do voice therapy first, speech therapy, because if we do physical first, I won't have a voice by the time I get to you. But the mental stress of everything in life makes our symptoms so much more pronounced and harder to move
Yes,
and do things. So that's why I say, I have mostly insight and action triggers, but when I have high anxiety or like high tension or like you're talking about mental stress, it amplifies everything so bad that I'll lose my voice and I won't be able to like down numbers or type or do anything at all.
and
But yeah,
I'm surprised at how quickly this has happened. This happened since you've been gone.
yeah. Well, I will say this: we have ups and downs, and
I know this sitting down.
well, the question you got to ask yourself is this a permanent down or am I going to get a rebound?
And I'm
Right.
gonna get back up.
Well, we're not going to get back up, but how much up are we going to get? Right. We go up. See, people think that MSA symptoms are like you agree with me. We, you, we did not have a bladder problem arise, right? We had a bladder problem that hit us, and we were completely without our bladder, like on day one. MSA symptoms don't work that way. They come and they go, they come and they go. And at some point,
Yeah.
they become permanent, without a doubt. But it usually takes a good amount of time to become permanent. So, these ups and downs are very hard to navigate. And I completely understand because I told you I started some new medicine and it got me off my down period. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I understand that it's going to keep going up and down. And at some point, it's going to stay down.
I hope it doesn't say them, but I don't know. You never know. I tell you what, though, in this downtime, I'm having a busy schedule.
Yeah. Such as,
Let's talk about last week, for example. I have seen a video appointment with my neurologist. I had a swallow study,
uh-huh. You had a modified or a barium swallow test?
barium.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first one they're going to give you is the barium. And then after they see that there's so barium is your actual swallowing from mouth. It's it's looking more at the throat to
They
the stomach. To the
wouldn't go
stomach.
no further. They said they were too scared to go further.
Say that again.
They were too afraid to go any further.
Right, but what I'm saying is the barium test is only looking at a projectile, a food or water going its pathway. It's not looking at the individual pieces of your
Oh,
uh,
this one was up here.
anatomy. Right, so it's probably a
Video.
modified.
All these.
It wasn't your stomach.
No, no, so
So you had a modified barium test, which is looking specifically at your throat muscles and how they interact with your tonsils and stuff. Your
and swallowed,
yeah.
and I
That,
could see it on the film. It was just swishing into it.
yep. Yep.
In water, especially.
Yeah. Yeah. I had the same one, and there's they see the ineffectiveness of the muscles to coordinate themselves to swallow. They can tell, and I had pooling of saliva, which is interesting, right? So my test showed pooling of saliva, and if you look up what pooling of the saliva, it's what you're thinking. It's leftover saliva building up liquid, a little pocket that stays in the back of your throat. If you look it up, it says that it is the precursor to throat cancer.
Huh. I had that, but now I have dry mouth, so I don't.
I'm hoping it's MSA causing that and not
I
throat
think
cancer. I
so
don't smoke.
because we couldn't control our saliva. We couldn't swallow it.
Right. Yeah. I agree. But I had to Google that because I was sitting there saying, pull it, bold letters, pulling saliva. I'm like, never heard of that before. I don't heard lots of things, but like throat cancer, never smoked. Well, I smoked like maybe 5 times in my life. That's about it. But
But
yeah.
now that your medicine changed, do you have dry mouth?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. They started me on some new medication. And uh, I don't mind saying it. Well, three of them over the counter Q-Coten, which is more for blood pressure, Deluxetine, which I think is for
Interface.
it's for what?
Antidepressant.
Yeah, it's used to temper the body to squash the reactions that we have, the tremors and stuff like that. And then I also had amantadine, which is an antiviral for flu that they don't use anymore because it's not effective. But it's good for Parkinson's, for jerky movements and stuff like that. So um, I was on it for the last 4 weeks. It was really hell trying to get adjusted to it. The restlessness I had from that was very terrible. But after the 2 weeks of getting used to it, it has definitely given me a boost to keep keep doing stuff. I still have my same symptoms; they're still progressing, but I feel really well. I feel
You
very well.
sound really good.
Yeah, I'm night and day, Daisy, night and day.
When you weren't gone long, heck, it was the cruise that did it good too.
Yeah, I mean, we did what 7 8 days, and I every day I got up early. Obviously coffee, and I had my Adderall and some at breakfast, but I was able to keep walking and keep going for the whole day. Did I get tired? Sure. Was I tremoring and having issues stumbling? Absolutely. Did my daughter have to try to catch me one here and there? Yes. but I felt so strong, like I had regressed like
You
2
got
years
better
ago.
and I got worse.
Well, I have my ups and downs too, Daisy. Trust me.
Well,
But
then yesterday I went to the dentist. I had dental surgery.
yeah,
But thanks to medication giving me dry mouth, it's
yeah.
ruining my teeth.
So medication you take is ruining your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
I've heard that before.
it makes my mouth dry now and
Hmm.
it's taking the enamel off my teeth.
Isn't it weird having dry? I've never had dry mouth in my life, even for medication reaction. And I went from salivating like a dog to dry mouth in the last like 3 days.
I did
I'm
the same thing. It's like so quick.
man, it is. It takes like 10 minutes to lick my chops just to get some moisture back. Every morning,
I was like, so
it's horrible.
I use biotin at night before I go to
Yeah.
bed to
Oh,
help
okay.
me.
Yeah. See, I'm a mouth breather. Like, I've never been a nose breather, and I always breathe with my mouth. Like you always see my mouth open, like I'm an idiot or
Like,
something. But
like you sound like ill on Stranger Things.
yeah, yeah, it makes
Mouth
it
breather.
a lot worse.
Mouth breather.
So
But I'm a mouth breather too, so makes my mouth dry. But
yeah,
anyway, I have that, so I'm gonna have to have some teeth pulled for that. So I might have to take a hiatus for a little while.
you have to be going to Mexico and getting some dental work, huh?
My mom took my stepdaddy up there.
Yeah,
They're
well,
down there.
I've done it before. They're very good. It's cheaper because they don't have all the insurance issues and all the overpayments and stuff. So I've had it. My wife's had it. It's pretty good work.
Well, then today I have my therapy appointment from the
Mm-hmm.
psychologist. I had my therapy appointment with the physical therapist, which did dry needling.
Do I need
And
to? That's the acupuncture. No, it's the
yes,
it is acupuncture, right?
yes, kind of like
Okay, yeah.
she moves the needle around until you get some twisted.
I don't
And
want that.
then I, oh yeah, you do.
No, no. Well, pass.
Oh yes, you do.
So I react. I okay. I gotta say this properly. My reactions to being touched or uh, dreams or watching TV movies. If you, my wife knows, my kids know. If you come over and touch me, I'm not able to punch you or slap
Like
you.
hyper dark
Yeah,
guy.
I seriously, I don't know if I could ever do something like that because it would kill me from outside from jerking so
I
much.
had to hold my arms under my pillow when she did.
Yeah, yeah, it's like
But
having
I
your blood
swear,
drawn.
after you do it, it's like not know your neck. It's you can move it better. It's not stiff.
I'm sure.
But then after I had dry needling, I had my PCP came to see me today at my house.
Really.
So it's a busy day today. Then I had to meet with you. So
Yeah, you have to meet with me. It's okay.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I swim.
See, I say that because I don't like talking to people. So you don't have to, Daisy.
Okay.
It's okay.
I know. Then tomorrow I have swim day, so that's the whole week for me.
So how many times per week? So how many different therapists / doctor's appointments do you have per week?
Oh, I didn't tell you about the physical therapist comes to the house and walks me,
No.
and the speech therapy. I had speech therapy on Tuesday as
Uh-huh.
well. And then the physical therapist comes and walks me like a dog. You know,
I did say that.
I'm a walker.
What kind of dog? That's a question.
Right here.
Right, okay, right there. Yeah, there you go.
Well, no, I have a walker. It's a walker that stands you up,
Yeah.
puts your arms in it, and we'll walk about 50 feet or so. Just
That's,
with that, so my legs get out of me.
yeah.
Sometimes I have to turn around and sit down,
Yeah.
but then I come back and I sit on a donut because I've been sitting on my chair.
Yeah.
So speech therapy, physical therapy, and the nurse came to day two. I didn't say that, and that's another point I had. My nurse came.
Really.
So we're busy people, are we?
The whole day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to get into the therapy sessions too, and it's now my whole day's gonna be my whole week's gonna be with all the therapies and actually next Friday I go to my pulmonologist and it's called pulmonology and speech something. It's not speech therapy, but it's speech something. so you can look at my breathing issues that I have. So I actually look forward to that appointment. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I have the pulmonary appointment next week too.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's good because you have an issue with your lung.
Yeah. Next week I have physical therapy on Monday. I have speech therapy on Tuesday. Wednesday I have a pulmonary doctor. Thursday I have my eye doctor. And
Wow.
Friday I have Slim. And I have to fit you in there somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Sometime I'll be on your schedule at 2 a.m. in the morning pretty soon. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a pulmonary and sleep medicine doctor.
For sleep.
You know what's crazy? Um, I haven't checked my camera. I have at nighttime. I have a camera watching myself, and for RBD, for REM behavior disorder,
Uh-huh.
just to keep a track of how bad it is. And I'm gonna make a video next couple of days, probably this weekend, about Daisy. When I tell my wife and kids and my mom how tired I am, like even with Adderall, I'm beyond exhausted. I've watched myself for the last few weeks. And this is before my medicine too, by the way. So it's not the medicine. I promise you, and I'm not exaggerating, about every 2 minutes at nighttime. So I know when I get to when I do get into REM sleep, I know because when I get it, every 2 minutes, my body is jerking, like shrugging, kicking, walking, punching. I go back every night on my wife's and Google cameras in my bedroom, and I watch myself at least once every 2 minutes reacting to a dream, and I'm sitting there like half the time waking up. When I say I look forward to next Friday's appointment with my pulmonology and sleep doctor, I'm hoping
You get some good sleep.
because I'm on some very sedative medicine at nighttime that knocks my ass out clean, like clean 8-10 hours. Honestly, um, it is crazy when I say I my not fasciculations, but the jerk that my body does, and watching movies and shows. I'm telling you, I'll be watching TV and they're trying to open the car door with their left hand, and my left hand's like, ooh, it's pushing out, trying to open the door too, and kicking. But all night long that I do dream, my body is just bobbing around like a fish, reacting to it. It's ludicrous what happens when you have MSA. It's ludicrous.
I have RBD sleep too.
Yeah.
I I tried to get out of the boat and dream that.
Yeah,
And
I started trying to run a lot more now in the last couple months. I see my legs and I'm actually. So it used to be just moving my feet, like you can see I'm trying to walk in my sleep. Now I'm actually completely moving my legs, like I'm pedaling a bicycle at nighttime. So yeah, I'm starting to be like you, trying to get up and run now.
you want to hear something weird? I cannot move my leg because my catheter's tubes on the leg.
That's right.
And at night, I will wake up my booties, my neuropathy booties
Yeah.
on my feet. I'll have knocked them off, and so one night my catheter, I broke it.
I was gonna say, if you did move your leg, would it hurt or just do something, knock it out?
It breaks the little castanet thing.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And so husband woke me up, and my catheter's laying further on the floor.
Oh
He
no.
goes, "What have you done?" And he takes the covers off. He goes, "Your booties are off." So I guess I
Yeah.
have to run away again.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like I had my sleep study right on this past Sunday night, another one, and they did the wires differently. So he had them off the head ones coming over both my shoulders to the back of me. And I told him, I said, "You're not going to put them to one side." He said, "No, we do them on both sides of the neck going down the spine." I said, "I'm going to feel these wires. And I'm going to pull them out." Like with MSA, well, it's RBD, right? So with RBD, when
But
you when your hands feel something at nighttime, like you said, your feet, the booties for your feet and stuff, you don't realize you're interacting with something. Like I was pulling a rope on the ship one night. It was actually the charger to my phone. I was dragging everything off my nightstand, but I thought
oh,
I was on a boat dragging a rope or
The
something. Right?
anchor.
Yeah, an anchor. So yeah, it was a pretty bad sleep test. So I understand
Well,
completely. Yeah,
can't wait to
yes,
hear your results on that
but
one.
but I can't sleep with socks anyway. I will never wear blood pressure socks or I cannot. I gotta have cold feet.
I never liked socks either, but these boots, I swear that they're like sleeping with your feet on clouds. They're,
Yeah,
just, they're wonderful. If I don't have them on, I wake up with neuropathy so bad.
really.
It's horrible. They that medicine too. Tramadol,
Okay,
trazodone,
yeah, trazodone is a tough medicine too.
and 75 milligrams of nortriptyline,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to help me sleep all night, not wake me up in the middle of my sleep. Sorry, my speech is really bad.
Does it work?
It did for a few weeks or so, but now I'm waking up a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm on a clonazepam, a pretty high dose of that, and it doesn't seem to budge at all. It doesn't like tamper down the RBD at all. You know,
Clonopin's supposed to help too.
yeah, Klonopin. Yeah,
Well, I called my psychiatrist and I said, I need, my doctor wanted me to mix diazepam with this Valium
yeah.
and pain medicine.
Mm-mm.
So he said, I said, can you put me on Klonopin? A lot of my MSA patients take it. And he said, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah,
I said, well, I've been taking Valium and I go take it during my catheter changes and it does my vitals and everything's fine. So I said, can we just leave me on Valium? Since I take it, I only won't take it once a month
right.
unless I'm really bad and has anxiety. So I said, look, they said don't take it together because you might stop breathing. I said, I do have Narcan on my hand, but if I stop breathing, I don't want it to be used. I want it to be left alone.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you because my pharmacy is very adamant about me having my Narcan at home.
Yes.
So you have Narcan. Have you ever used it before?
No.
Okay.
But if it gets to the point, I don't want to use it.
Well, I don't think it's so. Dying and overdosing are quite different. So
Well,
Narcan is not just for people that are dead. It's for people that are breathing so slowly because they have so much medication that it'll bring them back. It's not because you're dying. Just because you overdose, I mean you die. Like my dad did, but he took a lot of medicine. And Narcan's it's like smelly salt that football players have, you know.
I don't care. I don't want it to be used.
Well, it depends. It depends. Like if I'm so far gone with MSA and I get that bad, sure, let me go. But until that point, I'll take the Narcan. You know, my wife's starting to use it a couple of times already. So, uh, but that is true. You know, psychologists and psychiatrists will definitely they give you very good medicine to sleep. And that's something you can't really get from a lot of PCPs, as like sleep, quote unquote, sleeping medication. Psychiatrists definitely are really good at helping out with that because I see mine and he works with me. He gives me whatever medicine I'm not asking for, but I'll try some new stuff and we'll work around and say, no, this don't work. He's, okay, let's try this. And they're really good at helping you get to sleep because if you don't have good sleep,
You don't have a good day.
yeah, your whole day's going to be screwed too.
It's
Absolutely.
it's blown.
You know, I don't even sleep with a pillow anymore. I, I,
What?
I sleep with a bath towel because my neck and shoulders hurt so bad I can't even use the pillows anymore ever.
Have you talked to them about Botox, right?
Yeah, that's going to be in October or sooner. So we're waiting for that.
And you knew that sooner. That's going to help you so much.
Oh, it's there's no pill I can use, no pill. So I usually sleep with absolutely nothing or the thinnest bath towel. That's what on my sleep study. I slept at night with a bath towel, just like one layer, just enough to kind of
Have you
raise it up
tried one of those pregnancy pillows?
we try to say dizzy.
I'm serious. They wrap around you like a C shape.
Call me fat.
Oh, they wrap around you like a C shape. So you can put your legs. You know what?
Yeah, yeah. I hate those pillows. I'm a very weird sleeper. I will start on the side, go to my stomach and to my back. Um, So my pillows have to be very thin. The problem is buying very thin, supportive. I paid hundreds of dollars for pillows. Trust me, I spent more money on pillows than you probably spent on bedding right in your life. I have so many pillows in my house, but they
I have
just
to sleep with a thin pillow too.
the pain is too much. I can't do it.
Do you take muscle relaxers?
Yeah, I have like diclofenac and gabapentin and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Yeah.
They don't help either, huh?
No, and keep in mind, I take as minimal medication as I can because
You're a
I
minimalist.
I don't want to repeat my mistakes my dad did made. Not to say he did something on purpose, but I don't want to be drugged out of my mind. So this pain, and even my codeine and pain pills and stuff don't even budge it at all. It's a different type of pain. It's weird.
It is. It's
I I did
I
have a nice massage in Mexico though that helped out.
did it. You ought to try letting it try to nail it.
No needling, no dry noodling. Nope.
It does help. It really does.
I've had too many needles. No more needles. Nope.
It has watch her. I had a really tight spot on my neck today. It
Hmm.
took a nail in there, and what twitched? It
Mine's
twitches.
mine's not a spot though. It's the whole thing. It's the you know
She
what it,
knows they'll take it on every tight spot, every muscle that's for the tight, every
you know,
tension.
you know what it is. It's not my muscles per se that's the issue. It's my posture. Is now people with Parkinson's MSA were now
Slump.
yeah slumping over, and it's causing that. That's what's happening now. Even my other doctors are like, your posture is way more
Well, you know what
forward than
she
it
told
was.
me today when she did the dry needling that I didn't know. Your your muscles have like lines, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, Doctor Daisy, keep going.
I picture a harp or something. You know?
Oh, yes. Hmm.
But she said when you're having spasms and you're tight and stuff, your muscles get all curled up. Those lines aren't straight anymore. They're all wadded up. So when she does the dry needling, it resets the nerve to go back down on the muscle.
and,
And it,
and and you believe that?
yes, because my neck felt so much better when she left. I thought for a few minutes. Now it is so much better. Why don't you look it up?
I do not believe you.
Look up dry needling and see what it says.
I'm done with needles. No more needles.
These are like little sun pins.
It's
They're so
okay.
She did tap it on my skull though today.
Oh, well, yeah, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no big blood vessels on the top of your skull anyway. That's going to do anything, so that's fine.
That was kind of weird feeling though.
Yeah, yeah. That's you bleed more from the top of your head, and
Oh, this is at the back of the skull.
yeah, it's the same thing. You will bleed so much from your head, but there's nothing there you could possibly hurt except the skull itself. So yeah, it's interesting.
It went cracks when she went through.
That's a bit of an issue there. It's kind of like my stem cells when I had they drilled into my lower hip for the bone marrow for the stem cells. That's probably what that feels like. The grinding of a drill or something. You ever had somebody take your blood and actually hit your arm, the bone of your arm?
No,
Yeah, I've had that once. The feeling of a needle scraping on your bone is not very nice.
imagine.
That's probably what your head was when they put the needle in there.
But you see, we have busy schedules as we must have patients.
Very.
Our lives are much busier than they were ever been before. David, I know we talked about the gist before. How many gists do you have now?
Just shit.
Just the gist.
I don't, I'm in the double figures at this point. I,
Yeah, so,
I don't have a list, but I will get one by tomorrow. It's I have one for everybody except for
start with your head and go down. It's easier that way.
yeah. Well, I have the brain, so
A neurologist.
no, not just the whole body. It's nerves, but the cognitive is it's doctors that specialize in cognitive decline. Um, I have the eye doctors. I have the ENTs,
Ophthalmologist.
ophthalmologists. I have a neuro ophthalmologist. So if you guys are having vision issues with MSA or Parkinson's, you need to have a neural ophthalmologist, someone actually who knows what you're looking for.
So then they can tell me that when I go on next Wednesday.
Yeah, ophthalmologists are great people. No offense, but they don't know what they're looking at for when it comes to movement disorders. It's completely different with how they test for things and what they look for. It's like me. I have neurologists. I have movement disorder specialists that are second tier neurologists, and I also have a new neurophysiologist. And Daisy, let me tell you, this neurophysiologist is the truth and the smartest person I know. It's like she understands everything with neurology and interacting with the rest of the body. So um, I also have the speech therapist, the physical therapist, occupational therapist.
Yes,
Um,
those are gist, aren't they?
yeah, they are technically pulmonologist. I also have the sleep one now, but whatever. Um, I have the gastrointestinal I don't know what that word is.
Gastroenterologist,
There you go. The who does the neurological bladders?
urologist.
Urologist. Um, I will have a cardiologist pretty soon after I see my pulmonologist, so that'll be the last one I probably get. But orthopedic doctor, that's not an ologist though. I can't think of anything else, but yeah. So it's at the double figures right now.
And it keeps you busy, doesn't it?
Do what?
Keeps you busy.
Oh, it keeps me way busy. Yeah. Well, now it is. Now I have accepted the help to say, hey, help me with my hands, help me walking, help me breathe, help me see. Right. So now I'm not taking the wheelchairs. I'm not taking the aids and stuff they give me, but I'm asking, for
The help that helps you get
well, I told one of my doctors
well.
last week and this week. I said, tell me something I don't know. I know a lot. I told him I said I know a lot, but I don't know everything. So, like, tell me some options to help me move my hands to walk and to speak that I haven't tried yet, and they really are.
I have the psychologist,
I
the
bet you
neurologist,
I bet you do, Daisy.
the neurologist, the pulmonologist,
Mm.
urologist,
Yeah,
gastroenterologist,
I'm not an ologist, no.
ophthalmologist, yeah, uh, therapist,
Yeah, all of them.
physical therapist,
Yeah,
uh, what is it? Speech therapist,
yeah.
and just an ENT.
You need to get your money back on the speech therapist.
Yeah, it's not working.
A little bit. It's getting there.
I do. I don't know. It's
Can you imagine how worse you would speak if you did not call me every day trying to yap at me? Can you imagine not having that exercise and yelling at me every day?
it's like, holy David. But listen on the reasons once again. Dry
Yeah,
needling is a non-pharmaceutical treatment that uses thin needles to stimulate muscles and connective tissues to treat pain and movement issues.
fake news.
The needles are inserted into the near triggered points, which are knots in the muscles when tissue is come together and trap toxins. The
I don't buy it.
stimulation causes the muscles to contract or twitch, which can help relieve pain and improve range of motion. Dry
You know,
needling is often performed by physical therapists who receive specific training in the area.
I just have my cats like scratch my back. That probably counts, right? And did I let me mention something, right? I'm not very political, a little bit. I'm more right? Meaning, I said I'm 44 on Social Security, and I would never say this if I did not have MSA, but I would love to vote for Trump because he is promising no taxes on Social Security. Can you believe I'm 44
And
and I'm glad that somebody's going to not trying to not tax Social Security,
you used to be like, I don't care. I'm
right?
not there yet.
Yeah, because you got to pay taxes on it, right? Once you go over like 12,000 or something like that. So it's crazy that us with MSA at our ages and we're worried about Social Security. What's happening in
You're
politics?
44, David.
Shh.
David, do you know I just had a birthday? And
Happy birthday.
we were going to have our Zoom party on my birthday.
Mm, mm,
But
mm.
I turned 51. You're such a baby.
I was thinking 41, Daisy. Wow.
Oh, you're just being nice now.
Yes, I'm trying.
You you can be nice sometimes. Um,
Very rarely. Yeah.
when it comes to speech, is it hard for you to say words that start with the same letter? So like bumblebee, but
Bumblebee. Mamma Mia. Today, tomorrow. My speech is okay by myself and talking to you like on podcasts and YouTube videos, but when I get anxiety or nervousness or I'm in a public setting, it goes to hell. So uh, if you see me at my therapy sessions in front of people, the physical walking there and interacting with people, I lose most of my voice and my ability to really put words together. I'm speaking very clearly right now. I know it's probably not clear to a lot of people, but imagine this and take like 75% of it away. So I do really well right now, but when you get me in public or anywhere outside this house, it goes horribly bad. So I do, but like not in this setting per se.
mine is horrible.
It is. So you should save your voice and not talk so much, right?
Yeah, so we can talk more on the Zoom party.
That's true. Tomorrow.
It'll be today though, because this is podcast airs. Don't forget today Zoom party, 5 o'clock.
Correct. Today, Friday.
If you registered, you should have the link, and we hope to see you there.
What are, what are we talking about on the Zoom
We're gonna
party?
have tips and support for everybody. Um, we're just there to let them meet other MSA patients and find people to connect with.
Yeah.
We'll do breakout rooms if we need to, so people can go visit on one, two or two, three or three, however many.
Whoever shows up. Yep.
But we'll say, hopefully, we'll have a big turnout. We want to start this monthly.
You want to start this monthly.
I want to start this month.
I'm staying away from the dry needling and talking, but I will. Yeah. I'll do it this time. We'll see how it goes.
All right, I look forward to seeing everybody then. And don't forget, we're all MSA Crusaders.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Daisy.